Just trying something out, an experiment. I entered 3 different search strings in a web browser on the morning of April 2, 2020. The web browser you see here is Opera, which I guess is the default browser on MacBooks. I don't use Opera. My preferred browser is a clone of Chrome called Chromium. So Opera should be a tabula rasa, completely free of any taint from user preferences or search history or anything like that. I'm starting from scratch with this browser, Opera. So enter a search string. First, notice all the pre-built suggested queries. I don't know what search engine the browser Opera uses. Alta Vista? Not really, that's an old guy joke. Whatever search engine we're using here in Opera, it shows lots of experience with users asking about this topic. I'll just go ahead with the first suggested query, New York Times lies. Right at the top there's an ad and then a panel with information about the New York Times, and note the helpful link the search engine staff added at the bottom of the panel, a link to a media bias fact check article. Remember that. Scrolling down, the news items from Bing look like they're not relevant. The next article is actually an article published in the New York Times, and then there are a couple links to articles that do look relevant to my query. Daily Wire and Breitbart, probably not high-quality journalism, but then also notice the further list of suggested queries at the bottom. It seems clear that Opera, or the search engine, is expecting queries about New York Times lies. Okay, that was search string number 1. Search string number 2. I'll edit and make it Washington Post lies. Again, the browser offers up a suggested query. So does this reflect an actual pattern of use, or is it a cabal of right-wing search techies that are creating bias? I'll let you sort that one out. It's over my pay grade. I'll click on the suggested query. No ad at the top this time. Note again the information panel, and especially note the handy link at the bottom. I'm not an expert in search engines, but I think these information panels are common and are authored content, and that the link is an authored item, that some human chose this link and added it to the panel. Tell me I'm wrong. In this case, it's a link to Trump lies, not a link to content about Washington Post lies. In the previous case, the link was to false content in New York Times. Scroll down. The videos are not relevant to my query, but most of the articles are. And again, you see the related searches list at the bottom of the page offers up other searches relating to lies in the Washington Post. Search string number 3. I'll edit the existing search string to Wall Street Journal lies, and you see the suggested queries do not include anything like that, and the first page of results doesn't show any articles about lies by the Wall Street Journal. I'm making some assumptions about how search engines work, and I'm also assuming that my methods are valid, but it looks like there's a lot of searches and authoring on the internet relating to the topic of lies by the New York Times. There's similar results involving the Washington Post, but not as much, and nothing at all relating to lies by the Wall Street Journal.